Hello my Wolfpack and welcome to this week's team builder for the PLCL, the Phantom Little Cup League. Now this week, we are versing the Phantom Michael with the Miami Mimikyus. Now, honestly, quite a scary team. Let's just on my webcam because it's a little bit high. Yeah, quite a scary team. I think we've prepped quite well. I'm going to be honest, I've already had the match. I just didn't have time to record this prior to the match. But, yeah, I think we are doing relatively well. I think the team that I've put together kind of works. He's got Gokey. Now, Gokey is a very scary Pokemon. Obviously, grass type, has grassy terrain, grassy glide. It's an absolutely fantastic combination. So, Gokey is a very threatening Pokemon. He's even got Ghastly. Ghastly, again, a very threatening Pokemon. So, very fast. Poison, which Poison... Actually, I haven't really got much to counter Poison other than Trapinch, and like the rest of my team doesn't really deal too well with it. We've got Darumaka the fire type of his team. Honestly, if he gets a belly drum up, that becomes very scary. Mienfoo is quite scary. It is quite scary if it has access. I'm not even sure if it has access to Mach Punch. If it does, then it could be problematic. Swirlix, which is, again, kind of a Pokemon I can't deal with too well with this team, but I think I've got a few good counters for it. Abra could be quite scary as well. It's something that I can probably deal with, actually. Alone Diglett I can deal with. Sobble could be a problem if I allow it to be a problem. Drillbur, it could be a problem if it's going to try and do stuff. And then Cherubi. Personally, I don't see Cherubi coming. I see the Gokey coming all day because my Trapinch, but Trapinch is obviously going to be very, very scary for the Gokey or the Cherubi, basically any grass type, because of the first impression. Now, my chair is squeaking. First, well, I don't even know what I'm doing. I don't even know what I'm talking about in a minute, but we've got Trapinch as my first Pokemon. Now, I put the Expert Belt on Trapinch because he has a super effective attack on like a lot of the Pokemon on this team. So we have the Expert Belt, which gives us 1.2 times the super effective moves, which can work very, very nicely. And then Arena Trap. Now, Arena Trap allows for me to be able to basically revenge kill either the Gokey or the Cherubi, because if I get something knocked down, I can then go in at my first impression and they get completely destroyed. I don't think that either of them can even remotely survive this. I should also say, basically, I don't know why, but my team got deleted. So the EVs are probably slightly different. So I'm not actually going to go through the EVs on this team. I'm just going to give you a basic idea of whether it was like an attacking or a defensive mon, because I can't actually remember. I can't actually remember what it was. And I didn't have notes on it. I had the team, and for some reason it deleted itself. Thank you, Showdown. But yeah, first impression, we've got Earthquake, which takes out a variety of different Pokemon here. Crunch, which covers the things like the Ghastly, the Abra. It covers both of those. We've got Bulldoze. Now, Bulldoze is there just in case I get stuck in the grassy terrain and I can't use Earthquake because it gets half power. And I thought Bulldoze could work quite effectively, especially with lowering the speed of something, maybe like Mienfoo because it gets Unburden. But yeah. Does it get Unburden? I think so. I don't know if I just made that up. I might have made that up, but Mienfoo might get Unburden. And then basically Trapinch was an attacking mon. It didn't have any speed investment in it, I know that much. It was really designed just to attack the Gokey, the Cherubi, and honestly, like, for Gokey, I get the first impression. Ghastly's Crunch, Darumaka's Earthquake. Mienfoo, I think, took maybe one Earthquake. Swirlix is Earthquake again. Abra's Crunch. Alolan Diglett is destroyed by an Earthquake. Sobble is a problem that I won't stay in against. Drillbur is killed by Earthquake, and Cherubi again, first impression. So, honestly, Trapinch covers a lot of the Pokemon on this team. He's got quite a common weakness to ground. But yeah, no, Trapinch just had quite a very good English. I had a very good kind of ability to counter this team. Second of all, I've got Rufflet. Now, Rufflet works really nice. Mainly, Rufflet, I really want here for the Mienfoo, because the Mienfoo could go through my team if unchecked. I honestly don't know what Mienfoo actually gets. We have got Focus Sash on here. Now, the Focus Sash works nicely. I can't remember why I put the Focus Sash on. I think I did put the Focus Sash on. I think it was in case something was scarfed. I think it might have been a Thunderbolt Ghastly Scarf. Or maybe like an Ice Beam Soul Scarf, or something along those lines. I remember I put a Focus Sash on this specifically because there was one Pokemon that could take it out that I needed to be concerned about. So that's why I've got the Focus Sash there. I think I actually talk about it in the match, so if you watch the match, you'll figure that out. Move-wise, we've got Close Combat, Brave Bird, Shadow Claw, and U-Turn. Essentially quite a common set for me to run on Rufflet. I've gone for the Keen Eye ability. I'm still not ballsy enough to go for the Hustle because I know my luck. And if I go for the Hustle, I know that I'm going to miss like 90% of my attacks. And this one was a fast sweeper, essentially. And yeah, Close Combat. Actually, no, like Rufflet in general is just a really good Pokemon. Like, Grookey's destroyed by a Brave Bird. Ghastly, I can take it with the Shadow Claw. Darumaka, I think, goes down to a Brave Bird. Mimikyu goes down to a Brave Bird 100%. Swirlix, I would probably end up using Brave Bird on as well. Abra, Shadow Claw. Lone Diglett, we've got Close Combat. Sobble, I think, actually lives a Brave Bird or a Close Combat or something. I know it lives one of them, I think. Drillbur's taken out by Close Combat, and Cherubi is with Brave Bird. So realistically, Rufflet actually tears through this team as well. So Rufflet and Trapinch are actually a really good combination. Moving on to Phantump, we have got, not necessarily defensive, it's somewhat defensive, but it did have kind of some offensive prowess. Now this is mostly here for the Mimikyu, if I need to switch in on it, but I know a lot of Pokemon get like normal type attacks, so maybe that could be a thing. Oranberry and Harvest, because why not? Hornleech, that's super effective against the Sobble. I think like this is the main reason I had Phantump here was because I didn't really have much to counter the Sobble very well. So Hornleech counters that. We've got Poltergeist, and that just hits a majority of his team, if not all of it. Leech Seed and Will-O-Wisp. Will-O-Wisp is there for the Mimikyu if that gets a power-up punch or something going on there. And I think also there's another couple of Pokemon like Darumaka. Darumaka I couldn't Will-O-Wisp, but Grookey could be a concern if not Will-O-Wisp. So yeah, I think that was kind of the idea there. Honestly, I can't really remember the strats that I came up with. I really need to record these earlier. Yeah, so as I said, this one's kind of specially defensive, but it also has a lot of attack investment, and it has got a little bit of speed investment. I'm pretty sure that was the case. It might not have been, but I think it was. Next up, we have Staryu. Now, Staryu is obviously the fast Pokemon on my team. It can do a lot to several different Pokemon. We've got Life Orb on here, as always. Analytic as the ability, so if he tries to switch out, I then get 1.3 times damage, which can be really good. Surf, Psychic, Ice Beam, Thunderbolt. Surf is your typical stab. Psychic hits things like the Mimikyu. Ice Beam hits the Grookey and the Cherubi. Obviously, I'm not going to stay in against the Grookey that's just set up grassy terrain. It has to have Grassy Glide. Like, that is the strat, 100%. We have Thunderbolt as well. Now, Thunderbolt here, what did Thunderbolt hit? The Sobble, I think, in case I needed to kind of go into the Sobble. Yeah, but realistically, Staryu can actually put a lot of work in. It's not able to one-hit KO everything. It one-hit KOs a lot of Pokemon, but not all of them. So, honestly, I think Staryu could actually put in work late game if I was to bring it in. But yeah, Ice Beam kind of deals with Grookey, Psychic for Ghastly, Darumaka Surf, Mimikyu, Psychic, I think actually takes it out. Swirlix, probably be a Surf. Abra will be a Surf, but I don't think it lives it. Alone Diglett again Surf, Sobble Thunderbolt, Joba Surf, Cherubi, Ice Beam. Now, the main concern here is Cherubi possibly getting the Chlorophyll boost. Now, that could definitely, we definitely can see a Sunny Day. I think most of his team actually can learn Sunny Day. So the Cherubi could be a problem if that gets that boost and is using things like Solar Beam. That could actually wreck through most of my team, especially if Phantump is gone. So that could possibly be a concern for me. Moving on to the next one, we have Scraggy. Now, Scraggy is quite cool. I really like Scraggy in this set. I didn't put the EVs on, but it was a fast physical sweeper. We've got Choice Scarf on here. Now, I like the Choice Scarf because it allows it to outspeed just a few more Pokemon, especially the Mimikyu. If the Mimikyu Scarf, then Scraggy becomes problematic because a 5-star attack just destroys. I've got Moxie as the ability, so let's say that I take out one Pokemon, I get my Moxie boost, and realistically I should then have the ability to take out most Pokemon on the team, so that's kind of the strat there. Hopefully I can take out one Pokemon and get the Moxie. Knockoff to get rid of any items, and that also hits the Abra and the Ghastly really powerfully. We've got Poison Jab for the Swirlix, because obviously the Swirlix is very scary for me. It could definitely come in, but Swirlix is not a Scarf Pokemon, so I would outspeed it, and my Poison Jab would take it out, unless it's like the Poison Reducing Berry, which I can't remember what it is. Drain Punch is for most Pokemon on this team, just generic damage for it, and I also get healed up. And then finally Zen Headbutt hits the Mienfoo if I outspeed it with the Scarf. Obviously if I don't outspeed it with the Scarf, and if it's Scarfed, I say goodbye. But honestly, I think Scraggy can definitely put in some work. I can't actually remember the match and whether Scraggy actually put in work or what. And finally, we have Porygon. Now, Porygon is actually, I think, going to be my ace. I think is potentially going to be my lead. If I say the Mienfoo, it's going to be a little bit more scary to lead with Porygon, but I very much doubt he would lead with Mienfoo, knowing that I have used Rufflet as my lead for the last 3 weeks, so I don't think he would predict the Porygon lead. But I think I lead Porygon, and if he goes with Mienfoo, I will just switch into something else. At least that's what I'm thinking. If not, I might consider going Rufflet just in case he does make that bold prediction, but I don't see why he would, because I'm running Porygon very differently to how I normally do. Now, I've gone for an agility set, and hopefully if I get the right download boost, we're going to be looking very good. So we're going to get a 1.5 times in our special attack, and that actually basically sweeps everything. Speed, if we get the agility off, we get 26 speed. Nothing on his team bar like Scarf Ghastly can outspeed that. So we are looking very, very good at that point. Honestly, priority, the only thing that I can really think of is Grookey with Grassy Glide, and even then we've got the Eviolite, so we don't take too much damage from that. So honestly, I think it's going to be relatively okay on here. And then I've just got moves to cover for coverage in general. But yeah, I'm feeling pretty confident about this one. I did put a lot of time into my team building, and I think Porygon can definitely put in the work here. I think Porygon's my win con. But yeah, that is all for today, so I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, please do like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Anyways, I'm out of here, so have a good one, and I'll see you soon.